It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Price. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Runs through the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence.
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. from the gun. They'll try the middle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Now sliding to his left. Got some room into the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep it in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
On second and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Along that offensive line, that'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll try to do it himself. And he's knocked down. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Prieskorn. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
It'll be third and long. Just keep slinging it. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field.
Timeout, Michigan.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They send the tight end in motion. The give to the single back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Smith. Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Gets the back moving. They try to get it outside on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On the receiver.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field.
Timeout, Michigan.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 37 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Notre Dame.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's down show this urgency.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Knocked off his feet. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes the Michigan offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking for room, it's Price. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
We've got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big gain.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. That's caught. It's Moore. And they're able to get him down.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Quarterback making checks. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. And some room to work. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Yeah, third and one, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Loses
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the air, it's Underwood. Grab near the sticks, it's Morgan. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
on the play. Second down.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
On the snap, it's Marshall. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to halftime tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Toss to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 27. Bloomsburg University, 7.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
He'll set up to throw. Got the quick pass. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If you need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Okay,
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Handoff to the lone back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. For now, until whenever these two decide to play again, that Golden Dome will sparkle a little brighter as Notre Dame claims bragging rights over Michigan. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.